All of the elephants in South Africa survive behind fences. Sanctuaries like this one provide safety, but the trade in illegal ivory is lucrative, and increasing demand from Asia has pushed poaching to critical levels elsewhere on the continent. It's estimated there are fewer than 500,000 elephants left in Africa, compared with 1.2 million in 1980. They could be extinct in Yolanda Pretorius' lifetime.
I would like to see that day, because elephants are obviously one of the more emotional intelligence species, you can call it that, and a lot of research have shown this. I mean, they're very comparable to humans. And for us to get to a state where humans, care that little about not only themselves but about wildlife would be a very sad day.
In some parts of Asia, ivory is worth more than gold, where it's used in medicine and carved for ornaments. But its true price is a bloody one. Poachers poison the elephants and shoot them from helicopters, sometimes with machine guns. Botswana's government is hosting a follow-up meeting to talks held earlier this year on the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species. During that summit, 8 countries were accused of not doing enough to tackle ivory trafficking.
There's a lot more calling for regional collaboration across the board to counter this threat, because again, it's not just a threat to wildlife. The proceeds from this particular trade or industry has been alleged that it can fund and maybe funding terrorism and other illegal activities as well.
As well as how ivory influences peace and security and the involvement of organised crime, the delegates will also discuss how to stem the demand for ivory in Asia. A lot of the problem comes down to a lack of understanding about where ivory comes from. A survey by the International Fund for Animal Welfare found that 70% of Chinese didn't know elephants were killed for their tusks. 6 tons of seized ivory was recently crushed in the United States. It was confiscated over 25 years, and unless all the countries involved act now, wildlife campaigners warn the tusks could be all that's left of Africa's elephants. Tania Page, Al Jazeera, Limpopo Province, South Africa.